Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Satisfactory. We are now officially in the end game. Let me hop down over here and in the last episode we completed phase 4 and we are now going to hop into phase 5, which means we have a lot of new stuff that I haven't seen before. Ficsite ingots, Ficsite trigons, diamonds, time crystals. There's a lot of stuff and there's a new machine. This seems strange. This little block indicates a new component or item, and I have had these from the beginning, so I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, we're going to get that, and we're going to start doing some new stuff, including the next project assembly part, the Biochemical Sculptor. So let's get stuck in. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do, come in to matter conversion, select the milestone. I have everything on me. Put those in, and those in, and there we go.
Milestone reached. The converter uses strange alien matter, abbreviated to SAM, to break down and transform materials at their most fundamental levels. I am sure even you can appreciate the power to manipulate atomic bonds. Most importantly, you are now able to locally create Ficsite, a highly adaptable synthetic metal, ideal for any kind of construction. It is everything we need to save the day, and perhaps its admirable qualities can inspire you.
Alright, good. So Ficsite is a new item, and if we hop into our quick search, Ficsite ingots are made from reanimated SAM and iron, or reanimated SAM and aluminium ingots, or reanimated SAM and Caterium, and they go into Ficsite trigons. Well, as usual, I did a little bit of preparation work, and I don't know how I didn't find this one before, but there is a nice little node right up at the top of this cliff. So let's head up there quickly. We are, and okay, so what I've done is I've put a Mark III miner in here, and I've overclocked it to 200%, so I'm getting 480 per minute. The 480 is coming into 4 constructors, and each of them are putting out 30 reanimated SAM. I just figured it would be better just to have this up here, because then we only have to transport 120 down. And this spot also gives a nice view of the factory. And in case you're new here, okay, you can't see most of what's going on here because there's multiple floors, but we have our train station, we have our aluminium production area, there's our original basic oil area that we used for a long time, and it's still going pretty well. This is our power setup with everything that we need to get all the power that we've got at the moment. And over there is most of our big stuff. Oh, I'm going to die if I don't catch some electricity. Anyway, now I brought the hub over here, which I should have probably done a while back. So we put the man back down. I'm going to see if we can find some recipes, because I have a whole lot of little spots unlocked with stuff that I really don't know if I'm ever going to use. So can do some rescanning. Nope, that's useless. Rescan that one. No, not going to use those. Rescan this. Not going to use any of those. I'm not getting anything that I want here, am I? I'm not getting anything useful here. No rescans on this one. These are interesting. Oh, there's a diamond recipe. Cloudy diamonds. What does that take? Coal and limestone to make diamonds. Oh, that's right. Yeah, diamonds. Yeah, doesn't seem like there's anything really useful here. I have a couple of hard drives available, so I'll scan those later on. But first things first, we need to get this sorted out. I've made an area over here that we can start doing Ficsite, and it's not going to be very much. Now, for the Ficsite, we need aluminium. I'm going to use the aluminium recipe because it returns the best. And I have, at the moment, I think 220 spare ingots. I have an ingot line running almost directly underneath where I am going to be building this. Yep, there it is. So let's put down the building. It will be the converter, I think. It is the converter, right? Anyway, well, it's going down. This is quite a big building as well. Let's hold there and have a look at it. Yeah, we've got enough space to get around. Cool, let's build it. Oh, that's pretty. All right, good. Okay, so let's go with that recipe. So we're going to get 60 reanimated SAM, 120 aluminium ingots, and that's going to turn into 30 Ficsite. Reanimated SAM is right here, so I will bring that through. Let's see if I have a space. I do have a space I'm not sure I want to bring this through the top. Let's see if I can drop it down. Ooh, it's going to be very close to those lines. I don't think that's going to work. So I will put it in over here. Grab a conveyor lift. Reverse it. Conveyor belt into there. Right, let's have a look at where that comes out. Oh, wow. Definitely not where I wanted it. Okay, try and keep it away from the pipe. Reverse that. Do that. And then we can bring a belt across to... Yeah, I think I'm going to bring it out in the middle. Because this one can come in at the top. The other one can come in from the bottom. So, let's do that. I think we need to reverse that. Take it up to there. Conveyor belt to there. Alright, now I just have to fix up the top. Because I'm only going to be using one of these for the Ficsite ingots. Conveyor lift there, and we'll just snake that in. Alright, good. That's one. And then we can just basically plug that straight into this machine. And then this one I'm going to put over there. Conveyor lift to go in. I hope that's close enough to reach. It did make the little chirping sound, so I assume it was. And then I just have to go underneath, find the end of that aluminium line, which is right there, and drag it over to that spot. I'll bring this down to there, and then swing this to there. Yep, I do believe that is it. Why is it stuck here? Oh, because I didn't connect it in. This went dodgy. Oh, there we go. That line's moving. Okay, that recipe is set. All we need to do is plug in some power. Now, how much power does this use? Between 1 and 400. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was worse than that. All right, that's not too bad. I was a little concerned because, as you know, I'm kind of going minimal on power in this playthrough. And plug it in, and everything starts moving. Yeah, we're looking good. We are creating Ficsite ingots. Now, I'm not sure if I need a store of these, so I will put down a box, and then we'll just run through the box. Goodness me, it is loud. And belt it into that, and there we go. We have Ficsite ingots. So the next thing that we need is going to be the Ficsite trigon, I think. Yep, ingots into trigons. The trigons are made in a constructor at a rate of 30 per minute. So let's have a look at that recipe. So 10 ingots into 30 trigons. Good deal. Right now we're making 30 ingots, so I can have 3 constructors. So I will use my blueprint, and we will just have that come in on this line. That should work, and I can just get rid of one of these machines. All right, good. There we go. We have the constructors. This should give us... Well, I haven't checked numbers, and I will go back and check somehow. I'll go and look on the wikis or something to see where we go from here, but I imagine with the amount of aluminium that I'm using that this hopefully will be enough to carry us through on trigons for the game. That means I'm using only half of the reanimated SAM, so I can use that for other stuff, because apparently it's needed in the converter for other things. Alright, we are set with that. I need to just set the recipes. Fix our trigons. We're going to be putting out 90, so I might need to upgrade a belt. And that is set. And then that's going to go out in that direction, and we can put a storage box over here. Right, we already have Mark II belts coming out. All I need to do then is take a belt. We'll give it a Mark II, throw it in here. That should start bringing out the Ficsite trigons. They will go into these machines. Once that belt is a little bit saturated, I will just connect the power. Alright, so before I connect the power, let's just go through. I've got 120 reanimated SAM coming down. I'm using 60 to go into this converter, along with 120 aluminium. That is making 30 Ficsite ingots. The 30 Ficsite ingots are going into 3 constructors at 10 per constructor, each putting out 30 Ficsite trigons, which means we are going to get 90 Ficsite trigons per minute from this. So we can just plug it in and get that going. And plug that into there. And there you go. We have Ficsite trigons. That was the only missing component, really, which is the Biochemical Sculptor. So let's look at that recipe. It takes in assembly director parts, the assembly director systems. At 0.5, it takes in 40 Ficsite trigons and 10 water to make 2 biochemical sculptors. I'm just going to go with that recipe because that's the first one I'm doing. It needs a lot. I think it needs 1,000. So that one can just run while I'm getting all the others fixed up. And this is, I I would imagine is the simplest one. I'm close to water over here, and the assembly director systems are just over there. Okay, they are all the way over here. I have to think about how I'm going to get them back down that way. And I do think it'll be better to take them over because, yeah, water, I could probably get water here. It's a little far back, but I'm also still working above the railway lines, which is not ideal. So what I may do is just bring these out and weave them back down in that direction. Just as a matter of interest, what? It's done in a blender. Okay, so that's fine. All right, give me a moment. I want to think about this. All right, so what I've decided is to make a little bit of a belt spaghetti highway over here. I've brought these assembly director systems out of the top, and then I'm just going to take them. I'm going to just include them in this bus line and then just drag them over that way, and just before the drone ports, drop them under the surface. All right, so we've got the belt coming over. These items are starting to come through. That's cool. And I'm just going to drop them off over here. All right, good. That looks like it's connected. Let's see where it's going to come out. Okay, that's okay. That's good. So I can bring it through over here and then drop it under again, and maybe then include it in this bus line. Yeah, I think so. This looks good. All right, I got all the belt work sorted out. I just need to finalize a connection, and if I do that, it should bring these assembly director systems pretty close to where I want them. Okay, so this is going to come and it's going to go under the floor. Yes, I need to connect this belt from there to there. Those will come through. They will drop down onto a belt going into this little bus under here. They'll head across, and this is where they land up. So now I just need to do something here. So we need a blender. Let's grab a blender, and I'm not quite sure the orientation. I'm thinking if I bring them around the back, that should work, and then we'll have this output in the front, and we can shift it over a bit. Okay, let's have a look at how that's positioned. It's a little tight. Let's move it forward. Okay, that should get that in, and then if we're lucky, we can squeeze the other one through here, and then still have enough space to bring the water in from below. So let's build that there. Put this, I think I'm going to put a splitter in over here, because I'm going to use these somewhere else as well. So we'll just pop a splitter right there. Bolt that to there, and that into there. Then, let's see if this will come out neatly. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then we can run this out. Try to do it without it clipping too much. There we go. And this one over here. And then bring this around the corner, run it down here. And that one is in. Okay, now water's got to come in. So this space is probably not going to be enough. I'm going to put a floor hole down over here. See if we can connect a pipe. We actually can, and it doesn't look shocking. Well, there we go. All right, so 2 components. Now we just need to add the water, and it's very little water. We need 10 water per minute. Let's see if I've got any pumps down here somewhere. Oh, there's a pump right here, very close by. And this is going to where? That looks like it's going to the nitric acid factory. And it's under clock to 80. Oh, well. Now we can clock it to 90, and we can grab the extra 10. And it's basically right here. Where's that pipe hole there? It's really close. So I'll put a pipe junction in over here and have it come out forward. Let's do a Mark 1 pipe. Alright, where are we going with this? Over there. So it's on this line, so it's got to be 2 back on this line. And then plug that in to there. Well, that was pretty straightforward. And I've got the junction above the pump, so it will get the water where I need it to be. That means I can close the hole. And there should be water coming into this machine. That means the final step here would be putting in a storage. And dragging that out. Let's take it that way. So I think that is everything set up. All I really need to do now is plug in some power. And it will be working. So there we go. We have power. Everything's coming in. Why are these ingots coming in so slowly? No, that's because that's how they come in. And we have what we need for the first one, and it's starting to construct. Fantastic. So that's another project assembly part sorted. The next thing that we need to tackle is, let's see, we've got diamonds and time crystals. Let's have a look. It looks like the diamonds make the time crystals. So we need to make diamonds. Now I've heard we need a lot of coal for this. Well, not necessarily, but we do need time crystals to unlock quantum encoding, which is going to unlock neural quantum processing, the AI expansion server, which is a project assembly part. So we do need to get the time crystals sorted out ASAP. So after I built the little biochemical sculptor setup over here, I spent a little bit of time fiddling around and doing a couple of hard drive rescans, and I found a really nice recipe. Now this is the original recipe, 600 coal for 30 diamonds. That is a lot of coal. That's a lot of coal. But there's this alternate, oil-based diamonds, 200 crude for 40 diamonds. And it just so happens that I've got a whole bunch of unused oil just sitting over there. In fact, I've even got a pipe going to where we need to make this. And that is a full 600 pipe, and I'm only using about 80. So I could make 100 diamonds with 500 crude. So I'm probably going to do that. That seems like a good idea. And in case you are stressing about the oil, my oil issues, well, the oil issues are not really oil issues, because right now I'm using two kind of normal nodes, I think they are, for this little plastic and fuel setup over here. I have a 600 line running through to somewhere, and then I've got the 600 line that goes right to the back, right over there somewhere, that we were feeding into one of the previous systems for a bit of rubber. And that's the line I'm going to use. But I wouldn't worry about running out, because where is it? Let's see if I can just fly over there quickly. That may look like I've taken up the 4 nodes in this area, but what they don't tell you is, well, if I just stand over here and look at the map, we are right here. There is another crude oil well just over there. There it is, right there. And I'm probably going to get attacked by something. Ah, yeah, there's a big one. But yeah, they're normal. There's normal, impure, there's a couple of pures as well. Anyway, let me get out of here before I cause trouble, because fighting them is not part of this episode. Anyway, my point is, I have enough oil, and I don't think I have a need for any oil further down the line. So let's go make some diamonds. Right, so this is the spot. That crude line comes up over here, and we're going to need 3 converters. So I will put them, I'll just put them out over here. I'm going to need that stuff in this area anyway, so that works. So I'll just swing a platform out. Can't remember how big it is. I'll just go an extra 4 out. All right, let's have a look at this. So we've got our crude line coming in over here. We can grab a converter, and is there a liquid input? Oh wait, hang on a second. I think that recipe is something else. I think I'm going to need particle accelerators. Ah, right, well that's different. I'm going to have to go bigger. All right, well there we go. That's a bit bigger. So we'll grab a particle accelerator, and we'll have the inputs on this side. There's 1 input, 1 output, so it's nothing serious. So we'll give it some space like over there. Let's just line it up over there-ish. I don't know, that looks okay. And then the next one's got to go in, and that's 3. Now one of them is going to be underclocked, and that's cool, because now I can just tee this off over here, and I'll get it on a line so that it actually looks good. And then I'll just put junctions in front of the liquid entrance. Connect all of these together. Come on, there we go. I got power here, but I see I'm going to have to upgrade the lines before this, because I dropped them to a Mark 1 because I only needed 80. Let's just make sure that I have all of them upgraded. It looks like... oh, hang on. All right, that looks good. That's all fine. All right, we're good. And there is oil coming through, so that means everything's working. Now for this recipe, which is oil-based diamonds, we need 200 coming in. So Mark 1 to connect the machines is absolutely fine. And then we're going to have an output, and I think I'm going to bring it down this way. And I don't think I'm going to need more than what I'm making here. This one's going to be underclocked to produce 20. So that's 100, and then these 2 are using 200. And that will be a total of 100 diamonds. And I don't know, I'll just put a Mark 3 because I don't feel like changing. So we'll put those through, and this will go into a nice big storage container, just like that. And we will have diamonds. We will have a lot of diamonds. And I've got space to do the next step. And this area is going to become excessively noisy. All right, well, everything is... What the heck did I do with this? Hold on, let me fix this. So now we can plug this in. So I'll bring a line to there, in, and in. Right, and soon, in fact, we probably already have diamonds. We do, there they go. And they are coming through thick and fast. Excellent. And now the only two things that I can find that use diamonds are time crystals and dark matter crystals. But dark matter crystals can be made with other stuff. So I'm going to make some time crystals. I don't know how many I'm going to need, because time crystals are used in a couple of things that lead into the next assembly part. But I don't think I'm going to need that many. So let's have a look at the recipe. All right, it's done in a converter. 12 diamonds to 6 crystals. So if I make, let's say I make 18 crystals, that would be 3. So I'd be using 36 of the diamonds. Well, I have lots left over for other things if I need them. But yeah, it looks like 3 converters. And we'll do it. We'll do them this way around. They aren't too big. I'm going to give that a little space to come through. Line it up nicely over there. Bring it over to there. That looks pretty good. Good. So 1, 2, and 3. All in. And then I'm going to set all of these to time crystals. And this is where I start getting concerned about power. But oh no, I shouldn't be. I've got so much capacity. It's crazy. All right, cool. I mean, that could go away extremely fast, but for now I'm not complaining. All right, so I haven't really given enough space over here. I may need to adjust this pipe, but that's fine. Maybe I'll just come over the top. So grab a splitter and put the splitter in there, there, and there. We don't need to have a lot, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab a belt, bring it into here, bring that across, and that. All right, we have diamonds. Boy, we've got a lot of noise here. This is a very noisy spot. And now all I need to do is set the recipes and connect power. All right, well, that one's done. And now they've all got the same recipe. Plug in, and they're all plugged in. We are now going to get time crystals. And it's another loud setup. So the time crystals are pretty important. I will be putting in a large chest over here as well. Mergers, belt them in. And oh, I got the container the wrong way around. And that's the right way around. And that goes in there, and we have time crystals. And we have quite a few of them. Well, I'm going to let those build up because we need quite a few of them to unlock the next milestone, I think. I can't remember how many it was. But we are making 18 per minute, so that's good. So I was really expecting the whole diamond setup to be a lot more complex. It isn't. It's one input, one output, and the same with the time crystals. So that's pretty nice. We haven't started dealing with the new strange stuff that's come into the game. Right, back at the hub. We need 50. Oh, we only needed 50. I could have picked them up. Well, let's select this milestone and I'll pick up the rest of the stuff. Alright, I'm just waiting for it to get to 100. Because I feel like I need them for something else as well. Alright, we'll take that and we'll head back to the hub. And it is a beautiful morning. You can see the sky is nice and orange because we're polluting it pretty dramatically. Alright, let's see. I think I have everything. So, that in, that in, that in, that in. And off we go. Speak to me, Ada.
Milestone reached. This is not a competition, but other pioneers, such as 83CKY and U531355, had already completed project assembly by this point. Ficsite was obviously wrong about you, but perhaps so was I. Regardless, you have finally unlocked the quantum encoder, which requires vast fluctuating power and excited photonic matter to produce highly complex parts. Do not make the same mistakes managing the resulting dark matter residue as you did other byproducts. Project part number 11, the AI expansion server, is now your highest priority. Galaxy-wide project management is taxing to even the most advanced among us, especially those who have to manage the less advanced. Like kittens and puppies, who are definitely still waiting for you to save them.
God. That's fantastic. All right. Yes, I see that I do have something else to unlock. I can get the power shard unlocked, and that means that I can actually make power shards. I'm probably not going to. I don't know if I am, but I do need another 50 time crystals. So yeah, that's that. And then I just need to get some more power shards to unlock the ionized fuel. I'm probably not going to do anything with it, but I do need to unlock it. Pull some power shards out of my inventory, and there we go. It's another one down.
Ionized fuel unlocked. The origin story of this extremely efficient type of fuel was so fascinating it resulted into a new joke. I will tell the most popular version. A cow, power slug, and rocket scientist walk into a bar. The rocket scientist wants a milkshake, and so transportation was forever changed. Any historical inaccuracies have been removed by the Ficsite Department of Historical Reinterpretation.
Alright, so I came back with more stuff, so I can unlock another thing, which is this one. And that is done. Power slugs completed.
Research completed. Synthetic power shard recipe unlocked. Exchanging regular exercise and filtered fresh air with automation is just the kind of progress Ficsite likes to see.
Right, let's see what we got with this unlock. We got excited photonic matter, which is processed in the quantum encoder. We got the quantum encoder. Dark matter residue, dark matter crystals, superposition oscillators, neural quantum processing, and the AI expansion server, which is our next part. And let's go and see what it takes. So the recipe for this is magnetic field generator, neural quantum processor, superposition oscillator, excited photonic matter. I'm going to have to figure out how to make that and that. Superposition oscillators, I think, probably have something to do with the crystal oscillators, so we'll make that. I don't know if I'm going to make 4. I think I'm currently only making 1 or 2 magnetic field generators. So I may only do a quarter of this, which is fine, because I mean 1 per minute, I need 250 to meet the target. So yeah, I may just underclock that to 25%, the whole thing. That means I would only need 1 superposition oscillator, 1 neural quantum processor, so it minimizes things and reduces complexity. That's what I like to do. And the magnetic field generators I can already start bringing in, because I set up a drone port for it right over here. And it is called Mag Field Gen Drop-Off. I have put one on the other side. All I really need to do, I think I've got it plugged in with fuel as well. I do not, but now I do. So all I need to do now is put a drone down. Come in here. This port, it needs to go to the Mag Field Gen pickup. And I need to attach power and plug it into there. And that drone, once it's filled up with fuel, we'll head out and go and get me my magnetic field generators. So that's 1 component in an area that we're going to build in. And the rest of them we'll tackle in the next episode. So if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I would like to hear from you. I would like to know if this series is helping you at all. I am doing it differently to a lot of people in that I'm not going huge. I mean, I've barely used any resources out of this coastal strip on the west coast of this island that we're on. I haven't needed nuclear, and I don't know if I'm going to. There's very little left to do, and I've still got a lot of power. So I feel like this is a nice low-key way to play the game, just relaxed. And I'll let you know how many hours it actually took me. It's all relative. You can spend many hours fiddling around and doing a small factory, or you can spend many hours making a huge factory. Either way, you're probably going to end up with the same amount of time to reach the end goals. But thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate the support. And until next time, cheers.